Good evening, gentlemen. It's 6 o'clock. First rule to become a cinematographer is buy a watch and try to be on time. If you can't, forget about being a cinematographer, etc., etc. 76 people have participated and 46 are here. Rest are sleeping. Good. Tomorrow I would put them into the waiting list and they will not be able to enter. So I'll announce it again in the mail. But anyway, we'll start now. So first I would share the screen. See, the format is 45 minutes. I would be talking about the examination pattern. Just a moment. And then 15 minutes, I would be taking up the questions of the students, and that's how we'll go about it. Okay. So I'll share the screen first to make you understand the pattern of the last year examination. So now can you see this section of the screen? All of
Yes,
you?
yes, sir, we can see.
Okay. So if you look at it carefully, 2018, the examination pattern has shifted. When I say examination pattern has shifted, what does it mean? Earlier there used to be 30 marks of MCQ, which it is still there. 20 marks was for logical reasoning, etc., etc. And 50 marks was the domain specific. So that was the bifurcation earlier. 2019, the pattern got changed. 20 marks were shifted to the domain specific section. So that is what you need to understand, that pattern can change at any time. That's one thing. I have a feeling that this 20 marks which is being added to the descriptive part could be a multiple choice question related to the cinematography and photography in the future. I'm just hoping it to be like that, because that will also help to evaluate your knowledge about the cinematography and photography in a very, very objective manner. Subjective is always subjective, so but that has its own value. So I'm coming to this question pattern. If you look at it carefully, 5 questions out of 8 were supposed to be attempted, which was 50 marks. Moved to the 2019 when they shifted the pattern, and they said question number 1 and 7 are compulsory, and attempt any 3 out of that. So the questions still remain 5. 5 to be answered earlier and 5 to be answered later, but the marks got added to the descriptive part more. That's one thing. And subjective is something, since it is more or less, I would say, a kind of a scientific answer, unlike direction in which it is a situational analysis, though there is still a scope for the imagination. But still it is much more higher probability to crack the exam, provided out of 30 questions, you are able to attempt, out of 30, you are able to get 20 marks into MCQ. And out of 70, you are able to crack, say for example, 50 plus. So overall score becomes 70 and you will get the call. This is a prediction of the last year pattern. Now look at the previous question first, we'll go through it. Narrate with the 10 visuals the journey from your home place of stay to the examination center. We will talk about one by one questions. Then how does a photograph, this question is very imaginative. How you are going to answer this question, I will discuss with you. Just give me a moment. So that's one thing, which is again a very imaginative question, because how you would describe your journey. Indirectly, they are asking the short breakdown. What they are asking is the short breakdown in terms of how you would be doing your short breakdown. That's what they are asking in this particular question. So as a cinematographer, you should also have a sense of short breaking. That's what they are looking at it in this question. Then how does a photographic lens brings a change in the perspective of an image? Described with a suitable example. Very interesting example. What they are asking is basically the understanding of wide angle lens, normal lens, and telephoto lens. That's a question which they have asked in a very indirect manner. Then the third question is, write about the art of cinematography in any of the scene in a film which you have watched recently. Now they are not asking the overall film. They are asking one particular scene of a particular film which may have released 10 years back. You might have just watched it. It could be two scenes also. It could be overall cinematography of a person, of a particular film which you have seen it. So depend upon how complicated a question can be formulated by the examiner. Suppose this question, I would reframe it again. Write about the art of cinematography of any of the film which you have recently seen. I would ask the same question. Write about an art of cinematography any of European film which you have recently seen. Okay. I could also ask cinematography of any non-English film, which means it could be a regional film, it could be European film, but it should not be English film. So no Hollywood, no British, no even in Indian film, which is English language. So depend upon the mindset of the examiner, he can make the same question little more tough. And then you can't say it was not in a syllabus because there is no syllabus. That's what you need to understand. First of all, there is no syllabus. Only examination pattern of the previous year is the indication what kind of question can be asked. So it can be more tougher. They might ask the same question in a different format. Okay, choose one of the cinematographer given below: Vittorio Storaro, Sven Nykvist, Jordan Willis, and one more, Subrata Mitra. And choose any of his film and describe one particular film out of that film which you think is brilliant. So you still have a choice of the 4 cinematographers, right? So if the examiner decided to make your life tough, we can go more narrow and more narrow and more narrow, and you have no choice. You have a choice. You still have a choice of 4 cinematographer. You still have a choice of choosing any of the film of Sven Nykvist, Storaro, or Vittorio Storaro, Jordan Willis. There are many people, or Oscar nominated people and winners, many of them. So depend upon, so don't think that this question cannot be reformulated. It will be reformulated in a more different language, but you will still have a choice. Remember, you will have a choice, but again, a very narrow choice. If you are in Delhi, you have to live in Delhi. You can't go to Bombay and start living there. You have a choice in Delhi. You live in Noida, you live in Titakalash, Vasant Vihar, some Trans Yamuna, Ashok Vihar, whatever. So choice would be there, but still is narrow focused. Write a brief note on any 4 from the following. Any one of the among 4 of the followings: Henry Cartier-Bresson, Subrata Mitra, Raja Ravi Verma, B.K. Murthy, and Raghu Rai. Now don't start writing a nonsense. Nonsense means, say for example, Raghu Rai. If you write about Raghu Rai, you start writing that Raghu Rai was a photographer in India today, and blah 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 blah. No. I'm not interested. I am not interested which newspaper he was working in, which company he was working in, which college he went, who was his girlfriend, how many children he has. No, I'm not interested. I am interested in the work of Raghu Rai as a photographer. So what you need to talk about? His sense of composition, his choice of subject, and depending upon the marks allocated. So it is a 2.5 into 4, which means 10 marks. So I have a 2.5 marks. Write any 4 among the following, for one of the following. So I can choose any one, and then I could go about it. Or if it is 4 out of 5, then I have a less choice. It is saying 2.5 into 4. So maybe 5 choices are there. I need to choose 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of 5, 4 is there. So choice is less. So I have to be very focused. You talk nonsense, you go out. Very simple. You start describing about biographical detail from his biodata. No. I am interested in Henry Cartier-Bresson's work as a photographer. Why? His work is a great work. So if you say he has a nice composition, all great photographer has a nice composition. So what's the big deal? He has a sense of timing in a photojournalism, which all photojournalists has a sense of timing. So what's so big deal? So you have to be very, very focused, very, very specific in your answer. Don't beat around the bush. I repeat that sentence called don't beat around the bush. गोल मटोल घूम घूम के कुछ लिखे जा रहे हो. It is not required. One of the gentlemen who received the National Award for writing on cinema in India for first time in Hindi language, his name was Brijesh Madan, a general knowledge question, which most of you will write incorrectly. So he said in an article, "Bole to bahut, kuch kahiye bhi." What does it mean? Say something worthwhile. Don't beat around the bush. Okay? Don't talk blah, 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 blah. You are not sitting in the cafeteria of your college and chatting with your friends. You are in examination. You have to be very, very precise and focused, and that's it. So don't if I have to write about Subrata Mitra, don't describe Subrata Mitra worked with the Merchant Ivory production. He also shot for Tisri Kasam. He did this. No. I'm not interested. I am interested what is so great about Subroto Babu's photography or cinematography and describe in context with a particular film. So I would quote at some point one particular example, not today, but tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'll just give you an example how it need to be written down. Only one, not so many. 5 दिन में सब कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, ध्यान रखना. So you have to be very clear about that, what you're going to write. Put down your imaginary observation on the lighting condition in any two of the following situations. Describe the source and the lighting of available light. Very important question. It will judge your capability to think what are the possibilities over there. It's a question of permutation combination. If you have studied the mathematics in 11th standard, there was a chapter called permutation and combination. You need to think of that. What are the possibilities over there? Evening inside a rural tea shop, inside a shopping mall at 3 p.m. Cloudy day in a city bus terminal. Morning inside a temple. Okay. So it could be anything. Why is the color of the clear sky is blue and not red? It is a very, very specific question related to the scientific aspect of photography. So they are not asking a particular diffraction and refraction and all those kind of a thing. They are asking the application. What is the difference between BSc and BTech? IIT entrance exam, many of you would have failed for sure, I hope. Why? Because you are not able to apply the principle of physics, chemistry, mathematics, what you learned in your 12th. So it's the application of the photography principle. Explain how to capture a fast moving object in a still photography. Again, you should have a very clear-cut understanding of the shutter speed. If you're not clear about the shutter speed, you will not be able to answer this question. So the examiner is not asking about the shutter speed. He's asking about application of the shutter speed. Describe the cinematography in any one film that is not in Hindi again or English. Name the cinematographer. So which means आपको अगर सुरारो की बात कर रहे हैं, अगर आपको सुरारो नहीं पता और आपको फिल्म का पता है, अरे मैंने एक फिल्म देखा था वहां पे एपोकलिप्स नाउ और उसमें ये हो रहा था वो हो रहा था, तो आपको नाम भी पता होना चाहिए उस आदमी का. Otherwise you are just talking in vain. So this is in brief. We'll go a little further. 2019, when the pattern got changed, again choices are little more, but overall number of questions remain same. What are the different settings of a camera you need to adjust to make a photograph brighter or darker? How can you use these tools for creative effect? Describe and illustrate with drawing. अब यहाँ फंस गया आप थोड़ा drawing को लेके. तो basically पूछ क्या रहा है? What is trying to ask? Different settings of a camera. मतलब शटर स्पीड होती है उसके अंदर, अपर्चर होता है, फिल्म स्पीड होती है, और बहुत कंट्रास्ट होता है, कलर कॉम्बिनेशन, so many things are there. So you need to choose some important thing and describe how you can use those. स्लो शटर स्पीड को कैसे इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं क्रिएटिवली, आप डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड को कैसे इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं by shooting at a 1.4 aperture. So he is asking about choose the tools. It's a 20 marks question, remember it. A very important thing. How can you use these tools for a creative effect? Describe and illustrate with drawing. तो उसमें कुछ बना सकते हो छोटा मोटा, डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड के अंदर बैकग्राउंड ब्लर कर दिया आपने, छोटा सा ड्राइंग बना के, कोई इस टाइप से आपको एलोबरेट करना पड़ेगा. Describe in terms of quality of light how natural light changes from daybreak to sunrise, morning to noon, how would it differ on a day when the sky is thickly covered with cloud? Very important question, and you need to answer very intelligently, otherwise you will end up in a scoop. Imagine a small tea shop located outside the railway station in a small town. Describe how different lighting source around the tea shop light up object. Again, the changing of the light from morning to evening. That is what he is asking. Answer any three of the following questions. 10:3. So what I don't want to do waste the time by reading all these things. So sometime they will ask a very, very clear-cut technical question. Sometime they would ask a indirect manner the application. Like they have asked, what is depth of field in photography? How does the change in it affect the overall picture? Explain it with at least two different examples. So technical question with its application. So I'll quickly go and I would try to describe a particular thing which I have noticed down today so that I can share it with you people also. Okay. So there was one of the question in these thing. Write your observation on lighting condition in evening inside a rural temple. So he has given two important conditions for you. One is a temple is located in a rural area and he has said it is the evening. He has not defined the word evening. It is up to you. You could consider 5 o'clock is also evening when the sun is not gone down. You can also consider 6:30 as also evening when the sun has already gone down 10 minutes back. So it's your imagination how you would assume. Point number one. Point number two, how do you imagine beside rural area? Rural area can be in a mountain. Rural area can be in a simple, any rural village. Not necessarily it has to be in the mountain valley. It could be just close to the some small lake. So it depends upon your imagination how you are imagining the rural village. So first is the imagination. So I'm assuming that suppose it is a mountain range. So now I have to, it's a rural area. So maybe in rural area, not there will be a modern architecture of the temple. Temple could be 20 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old. Normally temples are like that in a rural area. So you will not find very spick span, colorful rural area temple in a village. Okay. So that is also you need to take care of it. So the surfaces of the temple will not be very warm, very bright colors. It could be some worn out kind of colors. It will have some pastel kind of a look because it is not an example of a modern architecture. So it's a very rustic kind of situation. Why I'm talking about it? Because you also need to talk about the lighting condition. So when you say that if it is a bright color, then even in the dark, it will lit up little brightly. But if it is in the area which is very pastel kind of color, so that would also give a different kind of feeling. So buildings itself will have a rough surface with mostly worn out paint colors. As we know, almost after sunset, late evening, there is a little glooming kind of feel. When the sun, if I am assuming that it is sunset, the sun has gone down, I can also assume another situation when the sun is not gone down, it is still a soft light of roughly around 5 o'clock. I'm just assuming it is a 5 o'clock. And I also need to mention about the season. So if I'm imagining the evening situation, if it is a winter season, the days are shorter and nights are longer in a winter season. So the sun is mostly set soon, resulting in a nautical dusk. I would discuss this nautical dusk some other time, but I'm just referring this point because this could be asked in the examination. And I picked up some kind of slide also for your reference. So these kind of terms are very helpful because it will give the examiner a feel that you have a technical terminology in describing it and you understand photography much more better than rest of the people. Remember, FTI is not looking for people who are novice. Novice means tomorrow you wake up and you appear in an entrance exam, definitely you will fail. Your understanding of the photography is must to crack the written exam, and to crack the practical. Out of 40, 10 students get selected because there they would ask you to shoot. They will give you a still camera to shoot the video as well as still, and also they will take you in the studio and ask you to do the basic lighting, 3-point lighting, key fill, big kicker light, or whatever it could be. So it is not that somebody who has no clue at all and he would get selected in cinematography. No. Your photography knowledge of a basic level is a must, and also to some level the cinematography understanding, because there were questions related to the cinematography of a cinematographer, which means we should have been already seen a couple of videos of well-known cinematographer. You should have read something about them in the Cinematography Art magazine of ours, or maybe American Cinematographer, or maybe somewhere else. So some kind of basic understanding is required to crack the final round of interview and a practical orientation. It's not a theoretical orientation. They have already checked your theory knowledge. That's why you are sitting over there. 800 people on an average applies. Next year, 1,600 people would apply for the same 10 seats. So competition will be double tough. Remember it. So these are the some examples of the sunset I've just picked up. Nothing big about it, but this central diagram you need to understand later on. I've just picked it up so that you will be able to read it yourself. In 5 days, each and everything cannot happen. I'm just giving you the overall view. So you could see this kind of a thing. Temple could be near some seashore. So where the sunset could also be seen from the temple. That depends upon your imagination. How interesting description you give to the examiner, that is what counts. So it could be a sun is about to set. As a result, an orange color is seen predominantly among the cloud. You could describe about the cloud also if some clouds are being seen. See, this temple, he is not saying inside the temple. Temple also has a outside area. Okay. Inside maybe a small area where deity is being placed, but there would maybe much more open area where the people would come, aarti would happen and things like that. So it all depends upon your imagination. If you have gone to some area where the aarti happen, say for example, Banaras aarti. Aarti of the Banaras is very lavish and very colorful. So next time they might not ask this question. They might ask describe about the Banaras aarti. So they look for your reference. Have you ever bothered to look at those pictures carefully or not? So due to the low light, if the sun has gone down, the level of the light has gone. So it will be low light condition. But still, due to the scattering light in the sky, you would be able to see around here and there. So due to the low light, after the sunset, imagining temple has already switched on some orange tungsten bulbs. Having all source of light established, people standing in the line for puja, ceremony will have a color tone, orange warm color. Why? Because there is a aarti thing over there where their diyas are being placed, and it could be made out of that oil or maybe the ghee and something like that, and then it will have a larger flame also. Depend upon how do you describe it. So the quality of light is soft, diffuse outside because the sun has gone down. So it is a scattered light coming from the sky bouncing over there. Okay. So if the sunset has gone, it does not mean it is a completely dark. It still has a light coming from the sky bounced because of the scattering of sunset. Imagine sanctum where the deity is placed. 2 bronze lamps are placed in either side of the priest, worshipping the plate with plate and fire. As he moves the plate in a circular motion, the fire will also have a shadow of deity also to move. So depend upon how the shadow is moving over there because of his hand movement, that you can also describe, because that is also a part of the lighting. As the priest gives offering to the people standing in the line, even this will make shadow of people on their faces to move as priest move the plate with fire in it. जैसे लोग आरती लेते हैं तो वहां से जो है थोड़ा flickering का एक feel जो है वहां पर आता है. So you also, because that is also a part of the light over there, you could describe that. Considering some street light are placed very near to the trees, as in the prevailing orange tone with the sky, the orange street light on the street will also add some more color, because once the sunset goes, there is a particular time when the 5 o'clock street light would be switched on, irrespective of the fact whether it is completely dark or not. So that light could also add to the atmosphere because it will give a little depth because it may be distant at outside the temple. So you could imagine about that also. And so in the prevailing orangish tone from the sky, the orange street light on the trees will add more color, because there might be some tree behind which the lamp post is there. So out of that, some light would be filtering through those tree leaves. So you can imagine whatever you want. It's totally up to you, because there is no fixed structure there. Due to temple located on a hill in the winter season, there might be some fog surrounding the area if it is little November and December. And this street light or any light from temple on the fog will spread the light. See, there is a beauty of the fog is, you should watch a film called Landscape in the Mist. It is by Theodore Angelopoulos from Greece. Wonderful film in which mist is there. So how the mist will diffuse the source of light, that is an interesting phenomena to notice. So if you are more imaginative, you could add these kind of details into your answer. So this is one question I have just completed. For 15 minutes, I would take up another question which came over here on the 2018. Quickly describe, narrate with 10 visual the journey from your home or place of stay to the examination center. Suppose you come from a small town, Monga or Moga in Punjab to Chandigarh to give the examination. So you are staying with your auntie or uncle or whatever, and you are going to the examination center. Say for example, you are in a metro city like Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Madras, where there is a metro is there, for example. So how you would describe? So it is basically what he is asking is, he is asking that narrate with 10 visuals the journey from your home and place of stay to the examination center. Now, generally, there are 2 pages given over there. So I would assume that if you are an artist or if you have some storyboard knowledge, then you could describe a long shot, little bit in the picture, and some kind of a small drawing you can make. It will give a little value to the text. If you can't, then you can still make it. So, for example, the first shot, I would say that now I would start that I'm already ready, okay? And I have to leave now for the examination center. So my first short description would be, I picked up the purse and my roll number kept next to the purse in a close-up shot, and a hand moves into it and it picks up both. Cut to, I came out of the house and saw my uncle was ready with the car, for example. So I just open the door in a long shot and sit inside the car. Shot number 3. I see from the back side that my uncle is driving the car and I am quietly sitting in the back and flipping through the, so in the frame, from the back of my uncle, I could see the windscreen as well as my uncle driving the car. Shot number 3. Shot number 4. While the car was moving on the road, I see from my window a big, huge building of India International Center, which I heard about it, but I never saw it. I could just imagine. Maybe my uncle is driving through near the IIC or India Habitat Center. So I could see a huge building with a modern architecture where the steps are leading in, and I was really amazed at the look of the India Habitat Center. Shot number 5. Shot number 6. Again, I see in a shot from the back side, the red light area where a beggar is begging and he is knocking at the window of my uncle's glass. Okay. Cut to next shot. Shot number 7. I see the same beggar did not receive any response and start knocking at my window. And now I could see in a more closed manner of his face, and is a little girl of 5 years old who is having another 2-year-old kid in her arm, and I felt like giving something to them. Shot number 6. I rolled down the window gave 5 rupees over there. Close up shot of the 5 rupees of my hand giving to the girl. Shot number 6, close up of my hand rolling up my window. Shot number 7, car start moving and I see next to Sardar Vidyalaya, so there is a, on the right side, I see a signboard where Sardar Patel Vidyalaya is written. Shot number 8, car enters into that road and I see a blank street on the left and right and nothing is there. Shot number 9, soon I see a crowd of 200 or 300 people standing outside the examination hall. Shot number 10, I get down from the car and see off my uncle, and that's it. So this is one way of describing it. So describe your journey. Again, I'm repeating the question. Narrate with 10 visuals the journey from your own home and place of stay to the examination center. Now, when you reach at the examination center, you see many people. Once your car reaches to the examination center and my uncle has stopped the car, I see around 300, 400 people. Some of them are flipping through some books, or I would say 70% of people are still looking into something, God knows what, 30 minutes before the examination. This is a habit among many people. If you are not prepared throughout the year, you would do that. So I could see some parents, many cars are parked over here. It is quite a crowded area because it is capital of Delhi. Capital of Delhi has roughly around 1,200 people appearing for the direction course. Cinematography, say for example, 400 or something like that. So even a crowd of 400 people, out of which 200 people are along with their parents and cars, would create a big mess on the road, and it is difficult to find a parking space over there. So it's all about your imagination. Say for example, while in this particular description, I included the India International Center's architecture, India Habitat Center. So it's my imagination because I wanted to talk about the architecture of India Habitat Center. It's a wonderful architecture. So how imaginative you are in your description, that is what they are looking at it. How best you can imagine in terms of long shot, mid shot, close up. There would be 3 kinds of shots mainly. In a close up, what happens? In a mid shot, what happens? And in a long shot, what happens? So this is what they are looking at it. If you could draw some small drawings, nothing like that, but first describe it. And then below there are 2 pages, 1.5 pages, you describe the thing. Then you could make the image number 1, image number 2, image number 3, 10 images below there, small images. And with a black pen, you could make some small drawing of the long shot or something, if you are good at it. Because it will give additional value to it since it is a 10 marks question. So if a person who would also made some small drawings, maybe horrible drawings, I would say, but I would give some marks to his drawing idea. He thought of making some small storyboard, So maybe the horrible drawings, because it's not a college of arts, or you are not appearing in an art direction course where your drawing ability would also be checked. Since you are appearing for a cinematography course, it is equally fine even if you make the horrible drawings. But you attempted to make a drawing, that would give you at least 1.5 marks more than someone who has just done the description the way I have described. One thing I want to tell you, that you are not a joint secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs or Ministry of some rural development or Ministry of Coal Mine. And your examiner is not a director or under secretary who is bound to read whatever nonsense you are going to write. So make sure that you write slowly, write neatly, so that another human being who happens to have a right to not to read your nonsense, if he is not able to read what you have written, so make sure that you write very neatly, cleanly, and not in a scribbling manner like many people do it. So if I'm not able to read it, I would just cross it and I move further and I will say this guy is nonsense, forget about it. Second thing, I have also said the same thing earlier in MCQ section if you were there. If not, Let me repeat, because some people were saving 250 rupees in their life. They will spend 500 rupees on the coffee, but didn't bother to attend the MCQ. Let me tell you, if you can't have the 20 marks in MCQ, forget about FTI entrance exam cracking. Just forget about it. MCQ do not depend upon the mindset of the examiner. MCQ do not depend upon either it is right or wrong. Either it is right or wrong. So maybe whatever in a descriptive part, if you have written something, if I don't like it, I would cross it and I will give you whatever marks I want. But in MCQ, I can't do that because it is being checked by a machine. Correct answer, you get 1 mark. Wrong answer, you get 0. Fortunately, there is no negative marking. If I ever become a director of FTI or SRFTI, there would be negative marking for sure. Write down on a piece of paper. So pray hard that I should never become. Or a person like me. Why? Because tukkebaji is not allowed. In a negative marking, if you are not sure, you would not attempt. So people who are sure shot, they should attempt, not by just tukka, you get some marks. Those kind of people should not be given the marks. Only those people who are 100% sure, they should be allowed. Some of them question examination in MCQ has a negative marking, but you people are very fortunate. So far, FTI do not have a negative marking in MCQ. Okay. So this is in brief. I have just described things like that. I'll move to another question now because there is still time. How does a photographic lens brings a change in the perspective of an image? Describe with suitable example. So those people who understand the photography, these are not the photography classes. So I'm not going to tell you what is telephoto lens and what is wide angle lens. If you don't know it, go and learn it. This is a high time, you must do it. Otherwise nothing will happen in FTI entrance exam. So he's saying that, do you know the purpose of wide angle lens, telephoto lens and normal lens? So if I'm going to use a wide angle lens to shoot a photograph, and if I concentrate on a subject closer to the lens, I would emphasize on that subject. It would be larger than its actual size, and rest of the image size would be small, 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 small. So I could create a perspective by emphasizing a subject closer to the lens by using a wide angle lens. Point number 1, not too close, otherwise it will distort the image. Point number 2, if I'm using a telephoto lens has a property of compressing the background, which means it will give a shallow depth of field, and hence an image will have a shallow perspective, which means background would be out of focus and my subject would stand out from the background. Okay. So describe with a suitable example. Now suppose I want to shoot a photograph of a tiger. Now I cannot go close to the tiger and do some wide angle perspective business over there. No. I would sit on a tree, hiding myself behind the leaves so that tiger will not be able to see me. And from there, I will take out my telephoto lens and take a photograph of tiger, and background would be blurred because it is a telephoto lens of 500 mm to 300 mm, depends upon what kind of lens I'm using. So creative use is that I can make the background blur and let the subject stand out. I could shoot a cricketer or footballer or maybe some high jump or maybe in Olympics now going on. So all these athletes or sports person, I can shoot with a telephoto lens. You have seen many people sitting into the corner where many people having the long lenses and shooting with the telephoto lenses. So for the sports photography, they can use it. They can capture the moment by pressing the button at such a point where the character would be at the just about to jump on the top. So it's a very creative use of telephoto lens. So how does a photographic lens brings a change in the perspective? As I said, that in a wide angle lens, I could create emphasize on a subject which is closer to the lens. Then I could, in a telephoto lens, I could make a subject stand out with the background, depending upon the subject which I wanted to shoot. As I told you, the tiger, sports person. This is how I use my telephoto lens. These are the two examples which I have told you. And then normal lens has a normal perspective, because it's very important to understand why 50 mm lens is called normal lens. because it matches closely to the way we look at the through our eyes. It's closely. So it is not exactly 50 mm. It could be a lens between 40 mm and 50 mm, because there is a reason why it is called normal lens. It is a diagonal. Height and width is taken into the consideration, and then accordingly it is for 35 mm. Remember, 50 mm lens is considered as a normal lens for 35 mm format. If you are shooting on a 16 mm, 50 mm lens will not be a normal lens. Okay, if you are shooting on a large format camera, then 50 mm lens will be not a normal lens. That's a different topic. We'll discuss later on. Only for 35 mm lens, 35 mm negative or 35 mm format, 50 mm or a lens between 40 and 50 or 45 and 50 is considered as a normal lens. So normal, wide and telephoto, all three you have described with one example, and that's it. So this is again the 10 marks question, which means you need to write within the 2 pages and describe with a suitable examples, not example. So maybe for in one case you can give the 2 example. So in 3 cases you can point out when the normal lens is very important. You would be surprised to know that the Manikal shot the entire film called Idiot or Ahmak, in which Shah Rukh Khan was there with a 50 mm lens. The whole film. Same the Bresson also did a particular film with a 50 mm lens only. So this is an experiment. This is, we call it as a experiment. So what is the experiment in cinema? That whole film was shot with a one particular lens, and then how it created different feel in the film. That is something what you need to talk about, and a filmmaker would be able to create that feel. So now I have told you, so you would knowing it. Otherwise, normally it is normal lens, telephoto lens, wide angle lens. People keep shifting their lenses one by one depending upon the shot. But Mani shot the whole film with a 150 mm lens, entire film with a one lens on. And so did the Bresson did, I think it was a Pickpocket. He shot one, I don't remember exactly, but one film he did with the one particular lens only. So that's important thing which I wanted to mark. So far is 6:42. We have roughly around 15 to 18 minutes time to take up the question. So one by one, you can raise your questions, because that is also important to answer. And then I would be able to do it. Let me just stop sharing this thing so that I can see your faces. Okay. So first is Rishabh. Quick.
Hello,
Rishabh.
sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So hi, sir. Sir, मेरे दो सवाल थे. If everyone is comfortable with Hindi, may I carry on with
You can
Hindi?
carry on in Hindi also.
So मेरे दो सवाल थे सर. मैं दूसरा सवाल पहले पूछना चाहूँगा. एक है कि सर जो प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम होंगे, which is the second round, क्या आप उसके बारे में थोड़े डिटेल्स शेयर करेंगे? कैसे होगा?
एक वीडियो बनाया हुआ है मैंने, आप उसको देख लीजिएगा. टाइम बर्बाद नहीं करेंगे. यहाँ पर 5 दिन का टाइम है, 1 घंटे का टाइम है. मैंने एक वीडियो बना के यूट्यूब चैनल पे लोड किया हुआ है. आप हमारे क्राफ्ट फिल्म स्कूल के यूट्यूब चैनल में जाइए. उसमें एक प्ले लिस्ट है, जेट FTI प्रिपरेशन. उसमें वो लिंक है, आप उसको देख सकते हैं. मैं कोशिश करूंगा उस लिंक को ढूंढ के यहाँ पर पोस्ट करने की कल, तो आप वहां भी देख सकते हैं. Question number 2.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So second question is, how do you think that we should approach an answer? Because what I could see, what I have already seen the questions and everything from the past 2 years, what the questions seem to be ऐसे हैं कि कोई भी first semester cinematography या फिर जिसको थोड़ा बहुत basic idea है वो आंसर कर सकता है, लेकिन वो कैसे आंसर करेगा? जिसको ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस है, जिसको ज्यादा नॉलेज है, वो कैसे आंसर करेगा? और एक नोविस कैसे
मैंने
आंसर
आपको
करेगा?
अभी 5 पॉइंट्स लिख के यहाँ पर, मैंने आपको हवा में बातें नहीं की है, वो सब बातें लिख के मैंने आपको दिखाई थी यहाँ पर. तो आप इन सब पॉइंट्स को डिस्क्राइब करेंगे फ्लो के अंदर. दैट इज द ओनली वे टू अप्रोच.
So should we approach it very technically, little holistically, or a little philosophically, or how's the approach? I'm
फिलोसफी
not
चाहिए
asking
वहां
you
पर.
what
यू
to
हैव टू
do
बी
it
टू द
right.
पॉइंट, बी ब्रीफ. नो फिलोसफी, नो फिलोसफी एट ऑल. इट इज अ साइंस फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, एंड देन आर्ट. ओके, इट इज फर्स्ट इज अ साइंस. डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड की बात कर रहा है तो आपको पता होना चाहिए डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड किस फैक्टर पे डिपेंड करती है. अदरवाइज यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू आंसर इट. देयर इज नो फिलोसफी इन द हियर. Okay, it is good to read the Vittorio Soraro's book and understand the philosophy, but otherwise there is no philosophy. You have to be very, very precise, very, very mathematical in your statement. Only then you will get the marks, otherwise not. Next, Vaibhav Krishna.
Yes, sir. Sir, my question was, sir, about distribution of marks, sir. Earlier it was, sir, 50-50, and later it changed to 70 and 30. So I've asked 1 year question there when there was one long descriptive question which was of 20 marks.
Correct.
And later there was 6 question, out of which we have to answer 5 question, and each one was of 10 marks.
Correct.
So 70 was completed. Sir, recently I have received one PDF, and there it was 20 marks, one long descriptive question, 30 marks, 3 question, and 20 marks, 2 question. So sir, my question was, sir, any idea of 2020 paper, as none of
बहुत
us
सिंपल सी
seen?
बात है, आपको जो मैक्सिमम मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है उसको जरा तरीके से करना है, उसमें ज्यादा पॉइंट लिखने हैं, आपके पास स्पेस लिमिटेड है, उसके अंदर आपको काम करना है. So depend
Okay, sir.
upon your presence of mind. This is very, very important thing, that you should attempt according to the time allocated and the space given to you. So if it is 2 pages, you need to count the number of lines over there, and you should be able to do it the calculation that this answer I must be able to finish within so and so time.
Okay, yes, sir, got it.
Very simple. It's very, very simple. There is nothing big deal about it. So that's
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay, next, Anish.
Yes, sir. So my question was that, so can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So my question was that, so all the answers should be in a point format only?
Point format means paragraph. Para 1, para 2, para 3. Once you have a new point, go to the para 2. If you have new point, go to para 3. Don't say 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can say also that, there is no problem. Point number 1, point number 2, point number 3. I prefer the answer in a point form, because I would come to know you are not beating around the bush. गोल 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 घूम रहे हो उसी एक पॉइंट के आसपास. बोले तो बहुत, कुछ कहिए भी.
So would it be like if it's a,
point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5. I would prefer that.
okay, sir. So if it's like a 10-mark question, so do you have to have only 10 points or more than
Not
that will also?
necessarily. It could be a 5 point with a 2 example each.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Neeraj.
हेलो, गुड इवनिंग सर. सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जब भी हम मूवी देखते हैं तो एज अ सिनेमेटोग्राफी एस्पिरेंट हमें मूवी में क्या चीज ज्यादा देखनी चाहिए, जैसे
बात करेंगे इस बारे में. ये फिल्म एप्रिसिएशन है, सिनेमेटोग्राफी एप्रिसिएशन है. मैं आपसे बात करूंगा इस बारे में. हम कल शायद इसी के बारे में बात करेंगे कि व्हाट इज अ गुड सिनेमेटोग्राफी. ठीक है.
ओके सर, ओके, थैंक यू सर.
Adnan Ahmed.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. Sir, you have just talked about the visualization question that you have. We have discussed it. So there was also a question of photography appreciation in previous.
Correct.
Yeah.
They give a photograph of the Raghurai where the
Yes,
Veena Vadan is there and stone is
And
there. Some
yes, the left was a big boulder. Right one was the man was the instrument, and the people were passing to the left. Sir, that was the photo. So we have discussed about visualization. So, sir, do we have to go for writing the answer for both question? The appreciation of photograph where the photograph is attached, and the one which we have to imagine about the scenario. We have to go in a same way that you have. Discuss that see the ambience. We have go with the map convention, that what is happening, the mist, like
See,
all.
you should first, before start speaking, write down your question and okay. You should write down your all the gentlemen, please note down. Write down your question in the chat, and I would pick it up from here if it is a relevant question. Otherwise, you keep talking and talking and talking, and your question is still not finished. Okay, so be focused, be precise.
Okay, sir. Sir, इन सिंपल जैसे वो जो फोटोग्राफी वाला क्वेश्चन था जिसमें फोटो अटैच किया, जैसे आज हमने
Write down your question over there in the chat, and only then I will be able to take up. Otherwise, everybody else also the same instruction. Quickly, you write down your questions in the chat box, and then I will take it up. Otherwise, you will keep talking. बोलिए.
ये सर. सर, तो दोनों क्वेश्चन को जैसे कि आज आपने डिस्कस किया वैसे ही हम करें कि दोनों के लिए अलग अलग सिस्टम होना चाहिए लिखने के लिए?
एक में इमेजिनेशन है, एक में इमेजिनेशन नहीं है. मैंने आपको बता दिया था.
Yes, sir.
So that's the way it is. I'm not going to repeat it. It's a waste of time. So I would take up a question of Subhgato Das because he has written down. Rest of the people are not listening what I'm saying. In 2019, there is a question. Write a critical appreciation of the photograph. There is a photograph attached. You are how to write this kind of a question. Okay. So you need to. ये बाकी के जो लोग हैं टक कर रहे हैं ये सब लोग बंद कर लें. So the answer to this is Shubhgato. The answer is that you should understand the photographic appreciation, which means you need to talk about the composition, you need to talk about the lighting, you need to talk about the perspective, what kind of lens it would have been used over there. There is a hidden meaning into it, or there is some aesthetical consideration to it. All those elements need to be described. Is there any rhythm? Is there any balance between this and that? So all the terms which are used to describe a photograph, you should be able to discuss. So maybe tomorrow I would pick up some points or words which you should use to used in journal to describe a photograph. So this is one I have answered now. Shubhgato, after that, Ashutosh Kumar to everyone. What is that? Ashutosh Kumar. Okay. What is the difference between 1 year and 3 years cinematography course, and which one do you think is better? सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है. 1 साल का कोर्स 1 साल में होगा, 3 साल का कोर्स 3 साल में. ये कोई बहुत ब्रह्म ज्ञान की बात नहीं है, मैंने बताई आपको. 3 साल में 1 साल लोग बर्बाद करते हैं वहां पे. छोटी होली बड़ी होली, छोटी दिवाली बड़ी दिवाली, खेलने वाली होली, जलाने वाली होली, देखने वाली होली, ये सब चलता रहता है. If you have only 1 year, you will go, learn and get out of it. So 3 years, you waste 1 year in your life. 3rd year, there is no classes over there. Something so throughout the year, some practical projects keep happening. 4 projects. First year is a common course. So I would recommend the kind of experience I have, the kind of knowledge I have. I would recommend 1 year, not 3 years. You would be shocked, but that's the way I am. I would say something which you will not understand. Okay. So 1 year, even people who graduated with a 1 year course from FTI, they are earning 1 lakh rupees per day. Not everybody. People from 3 year course are still struggling. So 1 year, 3 year, nobody is going to look into your diploma. People are going to look into your showreel. People are going to look into your personality, your knowledge, about many other things. So I would suggest 1 year, but 3 year is not bad. If you have a lot of time to kill, you can go ahead. Okay. What is the difference is over? Sir, which book should we read to understand the cinematography? Difficult question. So many books. I would post around 7 to 8 important books on cinematography PDF file in the WhatsApp group on the last day. So you could download them and read them. Triyasha Mamana. The frequently asked question about sky color in different daytime. How should we answer it? Google it, you will find it. It's a technical question, not a difficult question where I can add my input. It's a very simple. If you still can't find it, I would find it for you. Which points should we discuss when describing the art of cinematography of a film of a cinematographer? Yes. When you are going to see, don't say nice composition, nice lighting, nice camera movement. No. Now, if you look into my frame now, what is nice about it? I would describe. Instead of the wall, there are glass panel where the flex is being printed, where European posters of Marcello Mastroianni, Julie Binoche, and other people are pasted over there. A. B. On the right side, I have a table lamp, which is of a white color nature. My face do not have a head up there, a fan coming out in which most of your people would switch on your videos. You would see fan is rotating on your face because you have put your thing down there. So my camera is at the eye level, which is a professional way of doing the things. Okay. So these are the specific things which I described. So you have to be specific in describing the cinematography of a thing. There are many cinematographers, there are many videos loaded on the YouTube. Go there, watch them, write about it, and that's the way it is. Okay. You can pick up any cinematographer. There are maybe 7 or 8 cinematographers. You have to watch it and then figure it out which particular scene of a particular film need to be described brilliantly. Oh, wow. That has to be your description. That has to be your choice. Not some nonsense because it has a long shot of Alfonso Cuarón's film. No, long shot. Does it work? Does it work? What is so interesting about this long shot then? Yancho's film has all the time long shot. So why not picking up the Yancho? Why are you picking up this particular thing? Very, very specific you have to be. You can't beat around the bush. And that's how you're going to impress the examiner. If you can't impress the examiner, nothing will happen. And the exam impression will start from the page 1. If my impression about you from the page 1 is this is a nonsense guy, that will carry on to the page 2, page 3, page 4 also. Okay? So that's very important, that you should be able to impress your examiner with your neat and clean handwriting, writing into the point form, and writing the sense, not nonsense. Essence. There is a sense over there in that 2 lines, not some beating around the bush. Again and again I'm saying, you should have a point to describe. Nothing, otherwise you will not get the marks. Hanji. There is an MCQ based book was written by you, sir. So we can use for this year for 2021. देखो गंवार लोगों की तरह बात मत करो. FTI जा रहे हो, गंवार लोगों की तरह बात मत करो. MCQ लास्ट ईयर के जो क्वेश्चन थे वो आज भी वैलिड है, आज भी पूछा जा सकता है. सारे के सारे क्वेश्चन आज भी पूछे जा सकते हैं. जो क्वेश्चन लास्ट ईयर थे वो रिडंडेंट थोड़ी हो गए. They are still valid. But there could be some more addition to it. That's why the book has been stopped publishing, because I can't update till the book is being sold. So there is an online MCQ version in which every month we add 50 new questions at least. Sometimes it is 60 also. So roughly around 300 questions are already being added, which are very, very important. Very, very important, because every time something happens, somebody dies, so he becomes a general knowledge question for the FTI entrance exam. So A to J, everyone, there is MCQ ho gaya. Yuvraj Makhija, sir, my question is, which book we should read to understand technology cinematography? There are many books. There is no particular fixed book, topic, and then you need to formulate the, find the question related to that. Like that, today I shown this twin light thing. Read about that. Mahin Dora would illustrate an example can help us much better way than being descriptive through an answer. Yes. Example of illustration they are asking always. You have to, if I talk about, say for example, Anil Mehta's film, I will choose a particular film, say for example, The Highway. I will choose a particular scene of the how he light up inside the truck, which was closed from all the places. A truck inside where 2 people are sitting and camera is inside and it is closed from everywhere. How you will light up? So you have to describe in a very, very specific manner. Shri Vidya Singhdeo, sir, do we need to carry color pencil to the examination? No. Carry a simple, nice pen, 2 pens. Use only one color, black or blue, doesn't matter, but it has to be neat and clean. That's it. Bhageshwari Nandini, what are the elements of quality of a photography? We will discuss tomorrow into that. सर मैं क्वेश्चन पेपर हिंदी में लिखने वाला हूं. 12 साल तक 12th में सोते रहे, उसके बाद ग्रेजुएशन में 3 साल सोते रहे, 15 साल सोते रहे तुम. अब तुम हिंदी में लिखना चाहते हो, लिखो, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं. My impression after reading a examination paper in Hindi is, this is a boy or a girl who was sleeping for 12 years, and then in a graduation he was also sleeping for 3 years. So 15 years of sleep. Don't say I went to a government school. I went to government school. राज्य के उच्चतर माध्यमिक बाल विद्यालय द्वितीय पाली भारत नगर से पढ़ के आया हूं मैं. और मेरे पास इतने विजिटिंग कार्ड है अंग्रेज लोगों के कि गिनते गिनते 4 घंटे लग जाएंगे तुम लोग. So don't find excuse. I woke up at 10th standard. You are still sleeping, so keep sleeping. Nobody is bothered. See, there is a compulsion that they have to keep Hindi as a language because Hindi is a national language. तुमने हिंदी में लिखना चालू किया बाहर, उसका मूड पहले से ही ऑफ हो गया. चलो हटाओ. तुम लोग लेट आए आज क्लास के अंदर, ऑफ, बाहर करो इसको, भगाओ, गधाए. चाहे बहुत इंटेलिजेंट हो तुम, अल्बर्ट आइंस्टीन हो, बट अगर क्लास में लेट एंटर कर रहे हो तो तुम्हारा इंप्रेशन क्या है? लेट लतीफा. तो तुम्हारा पहला इंप्रेशन क्या होगा टीचर के ऊपर? गंवार आदमी है, दरभंगा मोतिहारी टाइप, सो रहा था 15 साल से, अब FTI आना चाहता है. अगर ब्रह्म ज्ञानी हो कि हम तो हिंदी में लिख के ब्रह्म ज्ञान की बात कर सकते हैं, करो, कर दो, कर लो, देख लो. दिस इज माय आंसर. सर सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट, आई एम नॉट इन द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप. अंशु तुमको मेल पहुंचा था?
Yes, sir.
मेल पहुंचा था
Yes,
तो
sir.
बात हो गई, मैं ऐड कर लूंगा, मैंने यहाँ लिख लिया है, कोई बात नहीं। आप मुझे
Thank you, sir.
व्हाट्सएप कर सकते थे बट आपने नहीं किया, कोई बात नहीं। एक आधे लोग छूट छाट जाते हैं, कोई बात नहीं। अदनान अहमद टू एवरीवन, for a fluid film match on cut is applied, however there are some short should not be interrupted. Is monologue such short? nahi, this is not a relevant question related to the, ask a question related to the cinematography, don't ask anything. Sir, what is the electronic cinematography and what is the different normal cinematography? It used to be a different because there was a 35 mm negative, so video is electronic cinematography. लो बैंड, हाई बैंड, बीटा, डिजी बीटा, ये सब इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सिनेमेटोग्राफी का पार्ट था, बिकॉज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कैमरा विल बी यूजिंग द प्रोसेसिंग ऑफ CCT and all those kind of a thing. Today there is no difference, everything is digital, everything is hard based recording, so today there is no difference between digital cinematography and normal cinematography. While writing about a question on cinematography of film, how to approach them, like should we speak about the favorite scenes or should we write about the whole film, like he used the color, lighting, convention, emotion, ये वो। देखिए ऐसा है कि अबाउट सिनेमेटोग्राफी इसमें बहुत सारी चीजें आ जाती हैं, डिपेंड करता है कितने मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है। तो अगर आपका उसमें जो भी आप डिस्क्राइब करेंगे, यू शुड बी वेरी फोकस्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ ए पर्टिकुलर सीन। मान लीजिए मैं रॉजर डिकिंस के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ, मैंने कोई पर्टिकुलर सीन उठाया रॉजर डिकिंस की फिल्म में जिसमें ग्रेट सिनेमेटोग्राफी, ठीक है, दैट वुड रिफ्लेक्ट माय इंटेलिजेंस। हवा में बात करते रहोगे तो उसका कोई मतलब नहीं। एक पर्टिकुलर सीन उसके बारे में डिस्क्राइब करो, दूसरा पर्टिकुलर सीन उसके बारे में डिस्क्राइब करो, तीसरा पिन पॉइंट, यू हैव टू पिन पॉइंट एंड फ्यू थिंग्स इन जनरल। अगर किसी का स्टाइल है, जैसे विटोरियो सोरारो का स्टाइल है कि वो स्ट्रॉन्ग किकर लाइट इस्तेमाल करता है करेक्टर के लिए, एंड देन देयर इज अ फिल लाइट। सो suppose Soraro would light up this scene, the way it is being lit up, it will not be like this. There will be a strong kicker light coming from the table lamp as a source, and at least 50% less light on my face. I'll give you an example. Now can you see the lighting on my face? I have switched off the lamp which was lighting my face, but still the highlight is missing, which should be coming with the kicker. So artificial light is supposed to be added to add the kicker as a source hitting me from the back side, which I can't hear now. So aapko, you have to specifically talking about a particular person or particular scene, anything, it could be anything. Okay, so that's my answer. How to describe the perspective of a pictorial composition with the help of drawing? आप अब जो सब्जेक्ट फोरग्राउंड में होगा, आप बहुत सारे फोटोग्राफ मैं आपको कल मेल कर सकता हूं, जिसको देखकर आप ड्राइंग बना सकते हैं कि उसमें पर्सपेक्टिव भी दिखाई दे रहा है आपको। जो सब्जेक्ट फोरग्राउंड में है उसको आपने बड़ा बना दिया, और जो बैकग्राउंड में सब्जेक्ट है उसको छोटा बना दिया। सर, recommend books to understand painting. There is no one book. There are many websites on the Google. Go there, figure it out, and it's easy. It's not difficult today. In last few years, I just found a term, perspective of vision, persistence of vision, and creation of moving images with the help of motion picture. Sir, can you guide on this term? बहुत सिंपल सी टेक्निकल चीज है। आप जब फोटोग्राफ खींचते हैं तो सिंगल इमेजेस खींचते हैं 24 टाइम्स इन ए सेकेंड, और जो 24 टाइम्स इन ए सेकेंड जो इमेजेस खींची जाती हैं, जब आप उसको प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं एक के बाद एक, तो इट गिव यू अ फीलिंग ऑफ ए मोशन without any interruption. So that is called persistence of a vision. It's a little deep topic. आप आसानी से इसको ढूंढ सकते हैं, गूगल में बहुत सारे वीडियो है, थोड़ा कष्ट लो अपने जीवन में और वीडियो आपको मिल जाए। Sir, how can the preparation will differ from filming cinematography to TVing cinematography? दोनों का क्वेश्चन पेपर देखो, आंख खोल के देखो थोड़ा ध्यान से, आपको समझ आ जाएगा कि टीवी पैटर्न के अंदर क्या पूछा जाता है और फिल्म पैटर्न के अंदर क्या पूछा जाता है। You can easily figure it out. It's not a big deal. It's not a very difficult to find out, but थोड़ा सा कष्ट लेना पड़ेगा। प्रिंट आउट निकाल के वर्ड फाइल में डाल के उनको एक A4 साइज में प्रिंट आउट निकालो, जैसे मैंने क्वेश्चन पेपर का निकाला हुआ है, और फिर आप उसको कंपेयर करिए, आपको समझ आएगा। प्रणव श्रीवास्तव, सर, if possible, can you please describe Roger Deakins cinematography in the movie 197 whenever possible? थोड़ा मुश्किल है क्योंकि एक आधा एग्जाम्पल लिया जा सकता है उसकी फिल्म से दिखाने के लिए। तो उसके ऊपर बल्कि बेटर क्या होगा, मैं आपको 6-7 वीडियो जो है उसके ऊपर जो अवेलेबल है उनको मैं आपको भेज देता हूँ, लिंक जो है उनको आप देखिए एंड यू वुड बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड, दैट वुड बी अ मच बेटर वे, और उसमें से फिर आप अपना मसाला जो है चूज कर सकते हैं। अब जो असली खेल है वो मैं कल आपको बताऊंगा थोड़ा सा, कि वो किस तरीके से एक वीडियो में से उस टेक्स्ट को निकाला जाता है और फिर उसको सॉर्ट आउट किया जाता है एंड कंडेंस किया जाता है। सो दिस इज इन ब्रीफ जेंटलमैन, इट्स ऑलरेडी 7:05. 57 people are there. 3 people have gone for evening walk. Does not matter. Lesser the better, because 10 students will get selected, not 57. So sooner you leave, better it is. Preparation is always boring. Remember it. Okay? It's not very interesting. Preparation is always boring. Whether it is 12th class, IIT, FTI, it's a boring thing. But you need to take interest in your preparation. Otherwise, it will not happen. So I'm launching a poll, and you could mark today's class 98765. It will not impress me or make me depressed, but it is for a database sake. I need to know it, and that's it. This recording will be shared with everyone tomorrow, and that's the way it is. Sir, somebody has asked quickly a question. Sir, which cinematographers should we focus from India? Many. Many means many. Subroto Mitra, K.K. Mahajan, Anil Mehta, Varun Mukherjee. आप क्राफ्ट फिल्म स्कूल की वेबसाइट पे जाइए, थोड़ा जीवन में कष्ट करिए, सिनेमेटोग्राफी के पेज पे या हर पेज पे राइट साइड में पीडीएफ फाइलें लगी हुई हैं डाउनलोड करने के लिए। 64 पेज का मैगजीन होता है हमारा, उसको आप खोल के देखेंगे, थोड़ा आंख का सर का दर्द लेंगे थोड़ा, तो उसमें आपको बहुत सारे सिनेमेटोग्राफर्स के इंटरव्यू मिलेंगे। वो इंटरव्यू मैंने अपनी जिंदगी के अंदर 4-4 घंटे लगा के एडिट किए हैं। 2 घंटे की बकवास को मैंने 30 मिनट के अंदर कंडेंस किया। So I've spent a lot of time and energy of my life, but out of that also you need to refine it again to make it useful for yourself, and that's it. Okay, gentlemen. Somebody else has asked anything else? No. हाँ जी, कोई और है? ग्रुप बनाने से कुछ नहीं होगा बेटा, एक अंधा दूसरे अंधे को कोई नहीं बताएगा। आप अपने आप को समझा लीजिए, दैट इज मोर देन एनफ। खुद पढ़ना चालू करिए। इंग्लिश में बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग फ्रेज है, आई वुड रिपीट इट फॉर यू। लुक आफ्टर नंबर 1. I am not against the groups, but don't expect a miracle to happen over there. But if people like to share, why not? But you have to prepare of yourself. Other people would not help it for you. Okay? Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much. Have a nice day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.